It is time for another doubleheader on Schmoedown this week, and it's a pretty big one. It's not just any doubleheader. It's Lions Den versus Top 10 doubleheader with Matt Knost and Ken Napzok in the undercard, along with in the main event, the Sneider Jeff Sneider going one-on-one with the outlaw John Rocha. This rivalry, I should say, had been a little one-sided for a good long while, but Top 10 finally got that monkey off their back at the Schmoedown live event when John Rocha defeated JTH, and it looks like he's trying to take them out one by one. So we'll find out how this is going to fare. We'll see if Top 10 can get 2 more wins against the Lions Den and finally get some momentum going, or if the Lions Den can finally kill that momentum that Top 10 has started to gain. So let's find out. It's doubleheader action on Schmoedown today on JTH Reacts to the Movie Trivia Schmoedown.
Out of time, so say goodbye. What is yours now is mine, and I dream broken dreams. I'll make them come true. I'll make them for you.
And welcome back. Unfortunately, the actual match has not been, the actual doubleheader has not been uploaded on time, but I remember that since the undercard match is a Patreon exclusive match, we'll go ahead and watch that now and give them time to actually upload the first match. So we're stalling. You think I'm stalling? Let's do this in 3, 2, 1. Oh, that's right.
What's up, girl?
How about this?
Two of the heaviest
You
hitters
mentioned
in the whole
this.
league in the same damn room. Look, I know you could say, like, I almost got the belt, which was a great match. You crushed it, but you know what you can't say?
And I got a
I
wolf.
took out Dan
How
Murrow,
fitting.
and I can. Right, girl? That is some crazy shit. All right, hard to get. I see you. You know, you're gonna be coming back around when you see me beat him again.
I actually forgot. Christian actually said on the Facebook page that that clip is not appearing in the final cut. So, Patreon users, that could be you watching that.
And this, for once in my life, is about.
Sneider can piss off and so can the rest of the kitten club. I don't care. I hope someone curb stomps him though.
No. Napzok. Straightforward to the point. It's time to throw down. We got Matt, Knost, and Ken Napzok. It's time to throw down. It's time to throw down, throw down, throw down, throw down. Hello, Jen. Hello, Christian.
I'm Christian Harlow,
Former
joined at the table
commissioner.
once again by Jen Sturger, ladies and gentlemen.
Great to be back, Christian.
Nice to have you back. Jen, last time we worked together at the table, it was the
That
free-for-all.
It was a
little
long
free
day.
for all
It was a
that.
long
Yeah,
day.
Neither of us had voices.
I somewhat
Fun
remember
day,
that.
But a lot of things
A
happened.
decent match.
And then another thing that happened back in the days of the live event, we had John Rocha versus JTH. Now that is part of a long story.
And somebody got their ass kicked.
Versus
Somebody got
As
their
we know,
wig
there are
split.
2 horsemen now. They say that there's going to be 4. We haven't found out who those 4 are. But Matt Knost, Ken Napzok, just for you guys today. First, all you patrons, thank you very much. Everyone on Patreon
You
who
are
gets
there,
this match
folks.
first, and it's part of the doubleheader. But you guys get the first match of Knost and Napzok. Jen, I mean, these 2 squads just don't like each other.
I don't think
You
anyone
think?
likes the Lions Den in the entire league, to be honest.
Well, that's true, but I mean, anyone more though than top 10? You look at
Absolutely not.
I mean, this goes back to 2015 when JTH and Finstock knocked out of the tournament that year Knost and Rocha. That's where it all started, and then you fast forward to where Knost and Rocha are the champions, and they lose the championship to the Patriots, who still have them over a year and 5 months, however long it was.
And no one's been able to knock them off the top of that mountain,
No.
despite plenty of times.
No one
trying.
has been able to do it, and now you have Ken Napzok, who joined the Lions Den
Oh.
5-6 months ago, whatever it was, and he used to sing the praises of Matt Knost and say how what a good guy Matt Knost is, and then just like a Lions Den member does, switches on the drop of a dime, and then lets Knost know that he's not worthy to play him because he's the former Star Wars champion.
Absolutely. He's broken the heart of so many fans, his former teammates. I mean, there is not a person.
And
in this world
fans.
that
Don't
should
forget
do that.
fans.
I think you're absolutely right, and the thing is with
Fans
Ken,
matter.
though, is don't let just the Star Wars knowledge fool you, because Ken has shown in his Lions Den match against the Shire Wolves, in the free-for-all, the stuff Ken knows, he really knows. It
He has
just
plenty of general knowledge. Like, it's
Yes.
not just
Like
limited to that.
Sky
interview
Captain
from
in the
Star
Word
Wars.
tomorrow.
there isn't, but Matt Knost has also really improved from. I mean, we'll call it what it is. Matt Knost has had some bad luck in this league. He's had some 5-pointers that I don't even think Chris Gillespie, who wrote the question, knew the answer to. So whether or not we're going to find out today,
he
what
might
kind
not
of
have been the
luck
one that made
Knost
the
runs into,
questions.
because when Knost is on fire,
Could have been a fan.
it's
I had a
hard to
5-pointer
beat.
made.
So
for-
look, there's
He
a lot of
he
shit
actually got a
we know, and we guys
5-pointer
get to hear it.
that I submitted. So they're not all bad 5-pointers.
With the pizza guy.
The team
I mean,
action of the
how many
first
times
team
does
action
we
team
have to beat
match.
this guy? I got cheated. Lost by the hair of my chinny chin chin. Sneider kicked his
Oh,
ass.
and I had 2
This guy's
questions
Star
in
Wars
that
guy
match
he's gonna
with
play.
when he played
Looks
Magneto.
like little Kenny Napzok called me out, huh? Getting big for his britches. I believe he sees that wheel isn't entirely Star Wars, so he's got a shot in hell of beating anybody outside of the Star Wars genre.
Matt Knost, I respect you. You're a great competitor, great comedian, an entrepreneur, a businessman. I respect you. I mean, at least I used to respect you more. But now I saw that my heart was weak, and after kind of seeing the light with these guys, I'm just as confused
light
as
with it.
Tom and Jeff as to why I'm here. And that's part of the fun today, Matt, because the pressure is all on you and your sneakers that are 10 years too young for what you're doing, all right?
The Four Horsemen are coming, all right? The Four Horsemen. We are back. We're going to take the singles. We're going to take team. We're going to take inner geekdom. We're going to invent titles to take those out. We're going to take the commissionership. I don't know what that is. Patreon people, we should have a Patreon level where you guys nominate a commissioner, because I'm sick of the current administration, all right?
These Patreon fans,
We're
they
trying.
must
We're
love
trying, Matt.
horror movies or something, because this match is shaping up to be a massacre, Ken. Okay, you should have seen it earlier. Christian is so nice. He orders pizza for all the cast,
So
for the
nice.
crew and all the competitors. Okay, you know who delivered it today? Matt Knost. He stood there with
Ah.
his hand out like he wanted a tip. Here's a tip, Knost. Don't bother coming back to play the pit boss, because he's going to roast the Knost.
I
Get
want
the
my
old
$2.
classic
These people smile
droopy.
at your face, and they turn around and they just
Why?
jab a knife in your kidney, and then just twist it and twist it. And then you look down at the handle, and the handle's got like little Hawaiian shirts on it. Be like, well, this is clearly Thad's knife. This one's clearly Thad's knife. But I've gotten shanked from Harloff. I've gotten shanked from people I don't even know. At 2 Brute, yes, they're all taking shots. That's fine. The Horsemen are here. The Horsemen will reign, and the Horsemen will destroy.
Want a tip? Here's a tip. Get a real job.
There's not a lot of new things. The pizza guy shots are taken over and
But
over.
if he
and over.
delivered the pizza,
And
then it's
Knost,
all worth it.
Running in just full force, saying that the Horsemen are back, and that that it is time to take out Lions Den once and for all. To take out Ken, and he said he's back in the singles. This isn't a one-off for Knost. He wants to get playing again and get back in this thing.
Absolutely, but I am still loving the mystery around who the new Horsemen are going to be.
Me too. I don't know if we're going to see any today, but I'll be looking for them, and we'll see if we find any new Horsemen today. But we're ready to get this match going. Here is the tale of the tape. Matt Knost, sports movies, 80s movies, and making sure apparently Thad doesn't stab
Oh,
him
that's
in
a
the back.
strength of
That's
his.
one of the strengths of Matt Knost. And then you've got Ken Napzok.
Star Wars.
Strengths
Not
are
sure if that's going to be
Star
on there.
Wars. Romantic comedies, Steve Martin movies.
I'm guessing that's
Romantic
why
comedy movies that Steve Martin was in.
they
Oh,
Yeah, so
Brian
there you
denied
go.
my
I'm ready to get going. How about you?
sports
I'm
because
excited.
I
Let's do this.
for those that
Ladies
don't
and gentlemen,
know,
it's time
um,
for the movie
trivia Schmoedown.
Schmoedown.
My Patreon pledge was used for the critically acclaimed match, Modern Classics. That was me.
Introducing
But I also had Matt Knost on my thing, and I had sports. I guess that's why it wasn't used, because it's apparently his strength. So it's going to be on the wheel anyway. So
2 defeats. He is the former
So,
movie trivia
I learned
Schmoedown
a
Star
valuable lesson.
Wars champion, the Jeff Sneider.
Loser. Loser. You're a loser.
Tom's been working
You
out.
feeling sorry? What the hell is he wearing?
Approaching that #1 contender match at the June 2nd event.
Yeah, because during the critically acclaimed reaction, Henry asked, he was like, "How do you know that's yours? How can you be sure?" And the reason is because Brienne gives you the list of the categories that are eligible, and because that was put on, that category was added late, they had forgotten to add that category.
How long have you been thinking that lineup?
Huh?
How long have you been thinking that lineup?
I haven't.
Okay, good.
You know what?
What?
Watch what happens here.
Okay.
Okay.
Goodbye. And
I don't know how he
his
put up with this.
opponent.
So the only reason I knew it was mine was because
With a record.
I was the only one that knew that it was the category that was eligible. So that's the reason why I
He
knew it
is
was
the
mine.
2017 Ultimate Schmoedown semifinalist.
Oh, I
And
love
the
this song.
former
Oh, he did blast out the curtain like he did last time. That one was perfect.
Mighty Matt Knost.
Luigi, no DQCAW.
There's Knost. Matt Knost coming out there too. Escorted by the Outlaw. Two of the
You know
horsemen.
he took
Two of the
another
horsemen.
bomb trap. I prefer Born of a Broken Man a little bit better. That was a better Luigi, no DQCAW thing.
Absolutely. You know, the
And you
crowd's
people have
definitely
no
into it.
effing clue what I'm talking about. That's alright. No one ever does.
Look at this.
Oh, God, it starts now.
They're already starting.
Don't
All right,
fall
guys,
over
here
in
we
the
go.
chair
Round
like Makuga
number
did
one.
in
Round
their
number one is
Patreon
gonna work
match.
like this. The competitors get 8 questions worth 1 point apiece. They will write their answers on the whiteboard. When it is their time, they will show it
Rag,
to the camera,
ready.
say it at the same time. 15 seconds to answer
Marker
the
ready.
question. Don't
Board
forget about
ready.
your JTE rules. Don't forget about your challenge.
Brain
rules. Matt
not
Knost,
ready.
Ready to go?
Sure, let's do it.
Ken.
I want to thank all the Patreon supporters for making this victory possible today.
Then, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to schmo.
Yay! It's been a while since I've been able to do that
Here we
because
go,
everybody
guys.
comes up with a
Question
different
number
let's get
1.
started
Action
line.
adventure. Who played Blofeld in 2015's Spectre?
Oh,
This is definitely in Ken's
I should know this.
Absolutely.
All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens
Answer
down.
Doctoro?
Christoph
No.
Waltz.
That's correct. Ken.
Christoph.
Christoph
You got it. Okay, so tie game there. 1-1. 1-1.
It was somebody with a weird
All right,
name.
guys, next question
Oh,
comes from
boy.
the category of dramas. In The Shawshank Redemption, what is the nickname of Morgan Freeman's character?
Yeah, I got a chance to talk to the great Clancy Brown
Oh,
a couple
did
weeks
you?
ago. It was a lot of fun. to
Did you
talk
take
to him.
an Instagram picture with him?
Well, I took a picture when he wasn't looking and posted it on it.
Of course.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ken.
You know I'm the only person in the world who's not seen this movie, so it's God. That's a
In-
bad
No,
question.
you are not the only
Correct.
one, Ken.
Red.
Red is correct.
Red!
Correct. Matt Knost going up 2-1. How did
So
you guys
Red
trust
is
that?
like a
How
callback
have you
from
not
his
seen it when you
name
know
in
the
Shawshank
Queen's
Redemption.
all the time?
I had better
Red.
things to do in the 90s. All right?
You have a better thing to
And
do
the
last week when it was on
2000s and the
TBS?
2010s.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Question number 3. Horror/thriller.
Lovely.
Who directed the horror classic 1978
Oh.
Halloween, the 1982's The Thing, and 1983's Christine? I didn't write the question, Hopser. I'm just
I would know it because of the thing in Christine. I actually would not know it because of Halloween, which is probably the one everyone else would
You
know
learned that
about.
at the desk. 2.
It's John Carpenter.
1. Pens down. Knost.
John Carpenter.
Correct. Ken.
John Carpenter.
There you go. Ken saw that movie. All right. And next
Which is
question,
shocking.
Jen.
Next
Halloween's the
category
one I
is
should
comic
know
book
that he did,
movies.
but I know the other
What
two.
was the hero persona assumed by Nicolas Cage's character in Kick-Ass?
I like that Kick-Ass. You like that
I
movie?
did too.
Second one, not so much.
It was a little weaker.
Yeah. 5,
I don't
Four.
know. I never saw Kick-Ass.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. Ken.
I love this movie and I blanked, so I just guessed Captain Fury's a great name.
That's incorrect.
Yeah.
Big Daddy.
Big Daddy's
Yeah,
correct.
that's it.
Matt Knost going up
Jesus.
4-2 here. Matt Knost 4-2.
I need
All
to
right,
watch
next
more
question
movies.
here, guys. Here we go. This is
I'm
fantasy sci-fi. Which Academy Award-winning actress played Ava, the humanoid robot, in the 2015 sci-fi
Oh, it's
thriller
that-
Ex Machina?
Is it the Tomb Raider lady?
Crowd apparently liked that question.
Crowd liked it, but Knost is having a trouble finding it. Can't find it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, and Matt Knost.
Couldn't pull it.
Didn't have it. Ken.
Alicia Vikander.
That's correct.
Alicia
Knost missing that one. Couldn't pull it. But 4-3 and Ken. That's a big point for Ken because he brings within one.
At least I knew it was the Tomb
Alright,
Raider
guys, the
lady.
next question comes from the category of animated. Tiana is the name of the lead in what Disney animated film?
Ooh.
Ken just gave up. Ken literally just gave up.
Physically
Yeah,
gave up.
I can see it in his aura.
His hair gave up several years ago, but
5,
he gave
4,
up just now.
3, 2, 1.
Princess
Pens
the
down,
Frog?
please. And Ken. Pen down, Ken.
Stop making animated movies.
No,
They're not
don't
good.
say no.
They're delightful.
I started to write Hunchback in Notre Dame, but
It's incorrect. The answer is, of course,
Oh, the Princess and the
Woo!
Frog.
Yay!
Princess and the
hold on.
Frog.
You said Disney classic, right?
Yeah.
All right, here we go, guys. Next
Oh,
question
it's
here.
not
This is
not a
in the realm of
classic. It's not a
80s
dud.
movies, 80s movies. Who plays Seymour Krelborn in Little Shop of Horrors?
Feed me, Seymour.
Great movie. Good Broadway play. Too.
Pass.
Never seen.
Not even gonna bother.
That's a
This is
tragedy.
not a question I would know.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, please. And we've got Matt knows.
Rick Moranis.
Correct. Ken.
Please come back, Rick Moranis.
Rick
Moranis. So there we go.
Not know
We
that.
all miss
4,
him.
5, 4, 1 point. Ken.
I
holding
am
steam here with
key
the
master,
14
you the
champion. 5,
gatekeeper.
4. Last question.
Our last question is actually our Patreon question.
Ooh. How ironic.
Hey. The following question comes to you from Jake Hammer. Thank you, Jake, for supporting this show and having an amazing last name. The question is in the category of comedies. Who performed double duty, both directing and acting, in Robin Hood, Men in Tights?
Men in Tights.
I actually did.
And did you like the movie?
I actually did.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, no.
Pens down, please. And Ken.
Thanks, Jake. Mel Brooks.
Correct.
Mel
Oh,
Brooks.
Mel Brooks
the obvious
it is.
answer.
So,
The
6-5.
obvious
And
answer.
we've just found out that
Mel
Jake Hammer's
Brooks.
actually Ken Nash's fake YouTube
Oh,
account. All right.
good to know.
Okay. All right. So now we get to round number 2.
The
as
obvious
6-5
answer. It's
leads
like,
us into
what other
round
answer could it
number
be?
2 with Matt Knost up by
I
1
didn't mean
point.
to slam the
The
white
wheel
button.
will come out. They will spin the wheel. If it lands on
I got
a
3 out of
category
8.
they do not like,
Typical.
they can spin again unless
That's what I
it lands
always
on
get.
opponent's choice. Each one worth 2 points apiece. 4 questions unless you go to multiple choice, then it goes down to
I'm curious as to
Ken
what the
Steele
wedge is
for
going to be on
opponent
here,
in this
since
round.
I was told
And a
that mine
shout
wasn't
out
really
to our Patreon supporter Slice, and that is horror.
horror.
Our
Okay.
horror is our Patreon Slice.
I know for a fact that ain't their
So,
strength,
you have all
either
your
of them.
JTE rules.
So,
You have your challenges. Matt Knost, want to go first or second?
I'll go first.
You're going to go first. All right, Matt Knost is going to spin it.
yeah, sports
going
movies is on
for
there.
it
So,
Varied.
me putting sports on there meant
There's the spin.
zilch.
As
Would have
Ken
meant
says,
nothing.
the spin is in.
I like the shirt that Matt's wearing. Random thought. I know you probably don't care about that.
Nervously looking at
Uh-oh,
the
uh-oh.
Scarlett Johansson.
Garjo?
Scarlett Johansson
All
spinning
right,
it from the
didn't
other
like
side.
Scarlett.
I don't blame you.
Exactly. It wouldn't have been too deep.
I
cuts.
know, it's true. It's,
Walking away.
coming back around here.
Oh no.
Uh-oh, it's coming back. Come on, get it. Ow!
Scarlett Johansson.
All right. So we're gonna see what's in Scarlett
I think
Johansson.
it's between that.
The
Alright,
spirit?
Alright.
Here we go.
We're gonna get a
This
spirit
one?
question?
Yeah.
I can tell
Let's
you are
do
pumped.
it.
All right. Your first question is, who directed The Horse Whisperer?
Robert Redford.
2
Ooh.
points for Matt Knost.
Nice job,
Next
Matt.
question.
Didn't know she was
You're
in
all
it.
for it.
Oh. Second question is, Brian De Palma directed what film that featured Scarlett Johansson?
Multiple choice.
Multiple choices: A. The Black Dahlia, B. Femme Fatale, C. Mission to Mars, or D. Snake Eyes.
Femme Fatale?
5, 4,
That's
3,
not an answer.
2,
Black Dahlia.
1 point for Matt Knost.
I guess wrong. I also know.
Pure
Ken,
guess.
Ken was
Wrong.
looking for that steal. Ken was looking for that steal.
He was hungry. All right, your next question.
Here we go.
Who plays the artist Scarlett Johansson works for in Girl with a Pearl Earring?
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Colin Firth, B, David Thewlis, C, Colin Farrell, D, Jason Isaacs?
A.
5, 4, 3.
Thewlis.
It's incorrect, Ken.
Jason Isaacs?
Sorry, looking for.
Colin Firth.
Oh,
So
yippee!
your
I
last
can
question
guess right on
here
that one.
In the realm of ScarJo.
All right.
Perfect.
Last question is, who directed Lost in Translation?
That's a lot of director questions.
Oh, Sophia Coppola.
2 points
Oh.
for Matt Knost. So now
You know, a lot of
Ken
those.
is up.
He should.
Yeah, Ken's looking for.
He
Ken
should
down
probably
by 6. He needs
start
to have
thinking
a nice
about
spin
using
here.
directors as a strength, because he knew
Started on a different one, Ken.
a lot of those. Spin his end, spin his end. Stare at that wheel.
Praying for opponents.
Give it the death glare. Give you a category you might like.
So is Christian, apparently.
90s.
90s movies.
We
Ken,
were alive in the 90s.
Ken's gonna keep it.
Okay.
All right, Ken's
Yep,
gonna
yep,
keep
yep.
90s.
Go away, Tom. Go
All right,
away.
here we go, Ken. Ken, 4 questions. 4 questions in the realm of 90s. All right, question number 1. Who plays Basil Exposition in Austin Powers' International Man of Mystery?
Michael York.
Oh.
2 points for Ken Napzok. All right. Who played Johnny Ringo in 1993's Tombstone?
Michael Behan.
2 points.
Bean. Michael Behan.
Okay.
Bean.
Nice job, Ken.
So
Okay.
next one,
Even
Mike
though you
Myers?
broke my heart.
Mike, what are we talking
All
about?
right. All right. What was the lead villain's name in Halloween? No, I'm just kidding. All right.
That's not 90s.
Here we go. Damn. Who directed Silence of the Lambs?
I'm going to need to go to multiple choice.
A. Ted Demme.
Another question
David
that
Fincher.
everyone should
C.
probably
Jonathan
know,
Demme.
but
D. John
I
McTiernan.
don't.
Ted Demme.
It's incorrect. It was steal
Jonathan Demme.
for 1 point. That's a steal. Matt
Ooh.
Knost stealing there. Ken had a chance to tie it.
Oh, I
And
learned something
Matt
today.
Knost has a 3-point leader. Ken, your last
I learned a
question.
lot of things on here.
Your last question. Here we go.
A lot.
Ken, Dylan McDermott played Clint Eastwood's partner Al in which 90s film? Five, 4.
Repeat the question.
Dylan McDermott played Clint Eastwood partner Al in which 90s film? 5, 4, 3.
In the line of fire?
2 points.
Wow.
That was big.
Nice job,
so
Ken.
At the end of that round, Matt Knost holds on to his 1-point lead.
It was a nice little steal there.
It was a good steal. Ken Napzok hitting 90s, working for it.
Yeah.
We got 12-11 as we get now
Yeah,
into
that
the
1
third
point steal
round.
so
The
far
third
has
round
made
is gonna
the
work
difference.
Like this. The competitors will get 3 numbers from 1 to 20. The first one is worth 2 points. The second one is worth 3, and the third one is worth 5 points. Ken has 2 JTE rules left. Matt Knost has 3, and both have their challenges.
You all know the drill.
Knost, you're up by 1.
2.
Please pick 3 numbers from 1 to 20.
2, 5, 14.
Yep. He wins. He picked 2. They're starting to understand.
You go 8, 13, and 7.
8, 13, and 7. Ken Napzok is down by 1. He will be going first here. 8
Ooh.
is your
See how this
first.
plays out.
Yeah, first number here, Ken. You have number 8. In order to take the lead here over Matt Knost, you have a 2-pointer in the realm of comic book movies. Comic book movies, 2-pointer here, Ken. What DC film is loosely based on the Hellblazer comic?
Oh, Hellboy seems too easy. Oh, it's
5,
Constantine.
4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
It's Constantine. I
What
remember now.
DC
I remember
film
hearing
is
Hellblazer
loosely
before.
based on
I think it's
the
Constantine.
Hellblazer
No, I
comic?
know it's Constantine.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ghost Rider.
For Constantine.
Which is based on Ghost Rider.
Yeah,
so.
Constantine.
Wrong
Ken
comic
now is
book
at-
company.
Ken now has a 3-pointer here.
Yeah.
A 3-pointer.
He probably thought Hellboy
All right,
was too
so
easy too,
number
even though Hellboy is
13,
technically
Ken. Number
DC.
13 is biopics. Biopics. All right. So who starred as Richie Valens in the 1987 film La Bamba.
Also Chavez E. Chavez, Lou Diamond Phillips.
3 points, bounces back to Matt
Okay.
Knost now. Now Matt Knost just needs to tie the game here with his 2-pointer, and Matt Knost has the category of number 2, which is his first. Jen will be asking that question.
All right, your first question, your 2-pointer, comes in the category of war movies. Who played the lead in American Sniper?
Bradley Cooper.
Oh, why am I? Bradley Cooper.
2 points. Tie that up. All right, now we're going to let it bounce back.
Half a second.
A bunch of jackasses in a circle.
We're going to keep it on Knost here. We're going to keep it on Knost, give him the chance to take the lead on the 3-pointer, and he is going to have.
Oh, that's right. It stays with Matt.
Your number 3, your 3-point question comes in the category of new releases. Who played script supervisor Sandy Schclair in The Disaster Artist?
Many of the people that were in that.
5, 4.
It's not any of the.
2.
Repeat it, please.
Who played script supervisor Sandy Schclair in The Disaster Artist?
Is that Seth Rogen's character?
4, 3, 2.
Seth Rogen.
For 3 points.
Oh! Yay!
All right, great. So
We both know how to guess on that one.
Found it.
I wasn't sure what to think about
So
that.
now it bounces to Ken. Ken needs his
At the beginning, I was like,
here in order to take the lead and bounce it back to Knost and force Knost to hit it, or Matt Knost will win the game here.
Absolutely no pressure.
All right, here we go. Ken, category of action adventure. Action adventure. From the Transporter trilogy, name one of the 4 rules as stated by the Transporter.
Never make a promise you can't keep.
5, 4, 3.
Blanking on the rest of them. Shit.
Repeat the
I
question.
do know that one.
From the Transporter
Never make a promise you
trilogy,
can't keep.
name one.
Guess that's all I need.
4 rules as stated by the Transporter.
Doesn't
5,
look like Ken's gonna get it.
4, 3,
Never
2,
stop moving.
1. And your winner, ladies and gentlemen, mighty Matt Knost. We would have accepted either. Never change the deal. No names. Never open the package. Never make a promise you can't keep. So the Lions Den.
I gotta say the last. Why do you gotta say the one that I knew last?
Matt Knost victorious here, gets himself to 3-3, as now he is back in the singles division, Jen, and that's
Back
that's
up to
nice
500.
That was
That's
such a
that's
well-fought
important.
match, though, by both sides. Kin put up a hell of a fight even to the very end, but you almost have to feel like the tide is turning against the Lions Den.
It certainly seems that way, and we are going now. If you're a Patreon, you got to see this. If you're a patron, you got to see this match a week early. If you're watching on YouTube,
Even though I didn't take advantage of
if you're
that.
watching on YouTube, then right now you're going to be able to see Sneider versus Rocha. Can the Horsemen complete today's day by just taking out the Lions Den, or can the Lions Den come back and tie it up here at 1-1 on this particular day? We're going to hear from Knost, and we're going to hear from Napzok, who's standing by with Breanne Chandler. Here we go.
So welcome back. I apologize for the sudden cutoff there. I was interrupted at the very end of that video, so just to make it easier, I think it's just easier to just cut that last bit out. So hopefully that has a a little bit of a clean, crisp cutoff point, but knowing me, probably not. So let's get into the main event now. John Rocha versus Jeff Sneider. Let's continue to the main event in 3, 2, and 1. Old school Jeff Sneider. But let's not remind ourselves of that match, because that was El Stinko. You lost. Wrong match. I was expecting a different one. When's that coming up?
Dan, it's
time.
Oh, I guess it's coming up in about 20
It's
seconds.
time to go toe-to-toe with the best there is, the best there ever was, and the best there ever will be. And your
Here it
winner, and the
That ain't never gonna get old. And the random hat pop off. Wish I could get my hats to do that.
And win some belts. And I took it off their crown jewel of the Lion's Den. Now I'm the champion. And we're going to come back and be the tag team champions. And this man's going to be the Inner Geekdom champion. And then we're going to have all the belts.
He's not even played an Inner Geekdom match. That was foreshadowing something to never happen.
Well, Matt.
And then,
Once again,
that didn't happen a whole lot for a long
Another
time.
team that thinks they can come and take us out. We've been going through everybody like a buzzsaw. Now the Team Patriots come around talking all their mess, thinking they're the ones. Everyone thinks they're the ones until they face us.
You know what you guys are looking at here? The sides, 14-karat gold necklace, and a lion mane's jacket. Champions.
And your winners, and the new movie trivia Schmoedown champions of the world.
With Scott Mance celebrating. That still feels weird.
Honestly, I think as the ones who just
You
lost
make
the
me
belt, we should
frown.
definitely be in a
I boo
competition with
you
number one
now.
contenders next.
I
think
hope
we
you
there should be a
lose.
rematch clause
Lose
in
the
contract. We get
titles.
to take them on again because that was way too close and it's bullshit. So whatever's gonna happen, we're gonna take them. It's 1 point and they barely got it on the last second.
What a roller coaster ride, a classy bow from Riley Rocha. Will he shake Riley's hand? He does not.
I need to point out that I was the Inner Geekdom champion until I joined the Four Horsemen.
Whoa.
And what has being in the Four Horsemen ever got me? Nothing. Anyone.
Wait.
Any team.
Oh, shit.
I'm yours right now. Come and get it. Come and
Why,
get it.
why are we bringing up this? This is irrelevant. This is completely irrelevant. That's completely irrelevant. Lion's Den with Mark Andreyko.
Losers deserve what they get. Okay, are you honestly surprised that
That's
Brett
the
wants
only
to go
part
with
that's
the
worth
guy
it.
wants a belt on his shoulder again. He's certainly not going to get it playing for top 10.
Burnett, I
Broke
can't.
my heart, Burnett.
Burnett, 3, 2.
I don't know, Laurel and Hardy. What band is saving your winners by way of technical knockout? Listen, I'm a winner, goddammit, and I may go down and I may take this hard for a day or two, but then I bounce back. The best way to get back on top is to win. Now, I let my partner down, but I can't let Outlaw Nation down a second time, and I can't let the Four Horsemen down a second time. And your winner!
And then they were very good. And then they were not so very good.
We've been ready the last couple times.
To make something clear here, this is the last time we're playing these guys, right?
Yes.
And that wonderful, brilliant performance
All
just
right,
went.
gang. Challengers, are you ready? Challengers, are you ready? No?
That was the worst shit
Yeah.
talk I've ever
I
heard.
mean,
John Wayne.
Didn't have
Not
it.
correct.
All right, so that is a loss of a point. 22. Top 10 picked how many points?
3.
3 to tie the game. You picked.
He has nothing written down there.
I know, but I can say it, right? No.
What?
It's a write down thing.
You didn't write down anything.
You've got to write down the answer.
Oh, well, I wrote Jane Fonda down.
What? Is that what Jane Fonda to you?
You didn't write the answer down.
I wrote Jane Fonda down here, just quickly.
Let me
That's Jane Fonda!
we gotta
let me.
see-
Yeah,
let's
I
see
feel
it.
like we got to see that.
Let's see it. Not get Jane Fonda. We're going to award them the points. 3 points.
Challenge.
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 All right, challenge.
The rules
as outlined on the screen before the round is to write the answer down.
Yes.
If you're
been
telling
like
me
that
that was the answer written down,
All right, you're going to challenge.
there was
challenge this.
nothing
Wait, first of all-
written on the board.
No, there was written on
And
the
everything went to shit.
Jane Fonda.
No. Hell no. Hell no.
I know.
Bro, I just wish Rocha would have fucking wrote the answer.
I did write
You
it
played
down.
the game a
I
million
wrote it
fucking times.
Who directed 1984's Dune? Matt Knost.
And your winners by way of knockout and
God
still
damn it.
undisputed movie trivia showdown champion, Little Evil.
Did it to themselves. Everybody disagrees. Sorry. I'm Outlaw Nation. Sorry. Self-destruction.
Match coming up with JTE. How are you feeling about going into that now?
I'm gonna need some time, man. To be honest with you, because who knows what shenanigans him and the commissioner are up to rob me of the next victory. It's great to say undefeated, undisputed, greatest champions in the fucking world. It's always great to say that. It's a
Sorry.
moniker that you have an
You
undisputed
fucked
champ.
up.
So, you know, who knows?
You
Because the
fucked
decision was
up.
made.
This is like
If you put
ECW.
another question that was
Just
fair.
chant the you effed up
It's
chant.
where the unfair nature of this whole game came into play. And who knows what they're going to do in a live audience. I don't know. Outlaw Nation! He ain't got his rat-faced partner to lie and get him out of situations. Now, bitch got to go toe-to-toe with me. The great
This has been
one.
a long
The best
promo build.
one. And I got
Because this has
my
been a
designs
long feud.
on someone else after I take care of JTE. So Lion's Den, let me tell you something right now. You can stop calling me the outlaw. All you bitches can call me the poacher. Because I'm going to hang your skins on my fucking wall. And I'm going to start with JTE.
And your winner by way of technical knockout, the Outlaw, John Rocha. The answer was Jimmy Stewart.
Done with the Lion's Den. I mean what I said. I'm poaching the fuck out of those boys. I'm hanging those skins on my wall. So Jeff Sneider! Sneider! You Jane Fonda son of a bitch! I'm coming for you next. I'm gonna whoop the fuck out of you.
Seeks revenge. Revenge. Lovely motivator. Revenge, anger, vengeance. It's time to throw down. We got John Rocha and the Sneider. It's time to throw down. It's time to throw down. Throw down. Throw down. Throw down.
Welcome back to the movie trivia Schmoedown. What a
A
match
wild
tonight.
world champion appears.
And
What
I
the
am
hell?
At the table today by the champion, Sam Levine is here. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Must not had to record any TV shows today.
And you know these two guys really well.
I do indeed, Christian. I have played both of these guys. They are both great competitors, and I somehow beat them both. I couldn't
Oh, had to bring that up.
But I'm very excited about today's match.
Yeah, this is going to be a very exciting match. They are rivals in teams. They are rivals in singles. John Rocha and Sneider have a very storied history here. John Rocha with the Lion's Den, they have been going at it since 2015, the tournament to where the box office breakdown took out Rocha and Knost, and then the following year, when we were first here on Collider, the Patriots, who are still champions,
Still to this day?
stole the titles from Rocha and Knost. And they've just been a thorn in Rocha's side.
Oh, absolutely. This is a classic battle. This is the Yankees Red Sox of the Schmoedown.
It really is, because if you look at what was about to happen after the whole respin deal with the last time where Patriots defeated Top 10 in that match, there was a lot of controversy.
Oh, yes.
Rocha was on the verge of calling it quits, hanging it up, and then he decided, nope, I'm going into that live event. And he did. He headlined the live event, and he really showed up. It was like the Rocha of old, TKOing JTE, and really, I think, breathing new life into the Outlaw.
Absolutely. So he has already taken down one half of the Patriots, and I know he is gunning to take down the other half.
He really is, and it's Sneider, though. Sneider's been looking for that singles championship that you have over your shoulder for a long time here. He and I went at it at last year's Collision.
Oh, that remind me of that. Made me look stupid in front of everybody in that first summit.
He was in the tournament. He beat Matt Knost to get to the next round. Who beats him? JTE knocks him out of the tournament. So Sneider then beats Mark Ellis, and now he is on a path, and you got your hands full regardless.
I do, and I got to say, if no clear winner emerges from today's battle, three-man sack races will happen on alternate Sundays.
Perfect.
Until the real winner is determined. Thank you for those who got that
I
reference.
got that one.
Okay,
here we go.
great.
So now we're going to
Great.
get into the interviews themselves. They're talking some smack. You know you're going to hear from the Lions Den and the Horsemen. Here we go.
Let's take a wild guess who we're playing again. Is it Mark Ellis? No.
Beat him.
Is it Mike Kalinowski?
Who's that?
It's the dope Rocha.
Outlaw Nation! Well, the leader is back again. Back again to face another Patriot.
Outlaw
I took
back.
care of that other Patriot in Schmoedown
Back
Live.
again.
They go see him today, not on that desk.
Rocha's back.
Now it's me
Hell
and
of
Sneider,
friend.
one-on-one.
Listen, I'm coming
Outlaw back.
for that #1 contenders match. I don't care who I got to play in it, but I'm going to beat Rocha. I'm going to get that slot, and then I'm taking on Sam Levine for a title.
What did I tell you at the Schmoedown Live? What did I tell all you fools in the Lions Den? That I'm hanging your skins on my wall. In fact, I might even come out like M'Baku and have like just your skins all over me when I come out for that #1 contenders match. After I take care of you today.
He thinks that he's going to get 3 matches in a row in order to get that title shot or whatever. Let me tell you about 3 matches. How about the 3 times the Patriots whooped on top 10, okay? He can't win against me unless he has, I don't know, that star from the Party Boat guy. Maybe that's the good luck charm, okay? I'll give you that 1 match, Rocha, but today it's going to be revenge.
I beat you, I'm in a #1 contenders match. From a #1 contenders match, I'm into a title match. And that's what this is about. Yeah, the Outlaw's about wreaking vengeance and getting his revenge. But he's about titles and championships. That's what I'm about.
Rocha, you won at the live again against my boy JTE, but only because you had so many mental errors, okay? I'm not going to mess up the 6th day. I'm not going to mispronounce the Girl in True Lies. Like, I know these things. You're going down, buddy. You better hope I spin Westerns all game. Jane Fonda says hello.
You all have been the bane of my existence. And I have to beat you one-on-one. Oh. And I'm not going to be alone.
A lot of talk there, Sam. Obviously, Lions Den throwing the heat, talking about how Rocha's just a glutton for punishment. And then you have Rocha, who is just, again, revitalized, ready to go. He wants to take out Sneider. He wants that shot. He's coming for this thing, and he says you got to be ready.
I am. I'm just gonna have to hide it in a different closet here at Collider.
We'll
He can't find it. He can't take it.
Here's the tail of the tape for the competitors today. You got John the Outlaw Rocha. Biopics are one of his strengths. You've got Westerns, one of his strengths.
Learning
And
how to
learning
write.
legend.
Ow!
Is it a strength
Still
for him,
too
though?
soon.
It's a brand
I'm
new
very
strength.
excited to see this.
Yeah, it's a brand new strength.
He's been practicing with the flashcards for a month.
You got the Sneider, Jeff Sneider. His strengths are Tarantino movies, David Fincher movies, and stealing toothpicks from Wood Ranch.
Wow.
Yeah, that's where he steals those toothpicks.
That's a strength for
He
him.
steals all those toothpicks from Wood Ranch.
That's amazing. Does he have enough to build a house yet?
You have to ask him when he
Okay.
comes out. All right, without any further ado, I'm ready to go. How about you?
I feel terrific about this. That
Ladies.
was totally planned weeks ago.
You feel like, I feel like you're feeling, so you just want to watch 2 dogs who are coming after your toy kill themselves.
A little bit. I want them to both somehow be worse players after today.
We're gonna, so they might be. It's going to be a very emotional battle. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the
Movie Trivia Schmoedown. Yay!
Introducing first,
Boo.
representing
Boo.
the Lions Den with a record.
We
of
hate
6
you.
wins, 4 defeats and 2 knockouts. Here's the 2017 Ultimate Schmoedown quarterfinalist and the reigning, undisputed
Movie Trivia Schmoedown Team Champion, the Sneider, Jeff Sneider.
He came back out. I'm shocked. The ab man is back.
I don't know what's going on there.
Upside down belt.
Listen,
Where's JTH?
I don't know where he must be. Maybe he's waiting in the wings to beat up Rocha.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, come on.
Oh no.
The basketball game coming up. Oh, he's got a Jane Fonda shirt.
Of course, we saw that
That's
coming.
just salt in the wound right there.
Oh, really? He is really.
Wow.
Snyder has said it in the pre. He is in Rocha's head, and he wants to. If he can get him emotional, then time is on his side.
Well, if it ain't the champ and the chump,
A nice shirt.
wait
Morris.
till you see what happens. 2,500. You're gonna play your little buddy.
Yeah, I heard what you said. Okay, good for you. The Mets are terrible. And his opponent. Representing the Horsemen with a record of 8 wins, 5 defeats, and 2 knockouts. He is the 2017 Ultimate Schmoedown semifinalist, the 2016 Ultimate Schmoedown finalist, and the former Movie Trivia Schmoedown Singles Champion and Team Champion, the Outlaw John Rocha.
He's been switching around a lot of those themes, and I just wish he'd used the good, bad, ugly theme. I mean, he used it free for all. It's his theme. Come on.
I feel like this is the Rocha.
I get he wants to change it up because, you know, with this, maybe it makes more sense.
I think we're about to see something.
I don't know.
This is a clash of titans today.
Maybe that's just a personal thing.
There it is. There it is. He's bringing in. There's the blindfold.
Oh.
The blindfold since he played me.
Worried.
Even with eyes.
And then we had with me, and he used it again in the triple threat match.
Let's get some cheese for this rack. Let's go.
Oh, okay.
I am significantly worried about his ability to write legibly. I want to be clear about
You
that.
thought his spelling was bad before.
Can't even find the board. Look at him. He's like.
All right, here we go, guys.
Hold on.
All right. Oh, Rocha's writing something down here.
Can you read that, bitch? Asshole.
I think
Not
he spelled
really.
it wrong.
Not really, John.
I think
I'm going to be honest with you.
I think he spelled it wrong. All right, round number 1.
Oh, boy.
Round number 1, and it's going to work like this. The competitors get
You
8
sure them
questions
blindfolds work?
with 1 point apiece.
Yes,
They
they
can
work.
have 15 seconds to answer the question. Don't forget about your JTE rules. Do not forget about your challenges. When it is your turn, show your board
And
to the
write
camera.
it
Write it
down.
legibly.
Did you hear that, or is the blindfold covering your ears too?
Oh man!
Wow.
See, Rocha's ignoring him this time. Finally ignoring him. And
I
here,
live in that head.
and as we get to question number 1, I'm going to let the champion talk about the category and question here, Sam.
All right, here we go, fellas.
Let's get ready to slow down. Yay!
Category
There.
number 1 comes to us from fantasy sci-fi. Fantasy sci-fi.
On your side of the table, boy.
All right, no shenanigans. It's time to play.
But we love
Dark
shenanigans.
Man in the 1990 action crime fantasy Darkman.
Dark Man. I've heard Duck Man.
Both started writing right away. It's anyone's guess what's going to be on Rocha's board.
4, 3, 2, 1. Fingers crossed, John Rocha.
Well, it wasn't Sam Levine. It was Liam Neeson.
You got
That
it.
is correct.
Okay, I
That
had
is
Robert
correct.
De
Jeff
Niro.
Snyder. Jeff Snyder.
Liam Neeson.
Got
Okay.
it.
That is also
Right.
correct.
As he writes champion on top of his
All right.
board. All right. Next question is rom-coms. Rom-coms. Which supermodel starred along Adam Sandler and Jennifer Aniston in the 2011 comedy Just Go With It?
Supermodel.
Snyder seems to know it. Rocha taking his time. Rocha doesn't seem to have it, Sam.
Uh-oh.
5,
I don't know.
4,
Snyder wrote it down right away.
3,
Nah, I don't know.
Use one.
I
Use
wouldn't
one.
know.
1. Timeout. And Jeff.
My girl, Brooklyn Decker.
That is
Mm.
correct.
Right,
Rocha.
okay.
Yep, don't have it.
Rocha
Sorry.
didn't have it. So Snyder taking a 1-point lead here as we get to the.
I don't know
just
my
got so caught up, I
supermodels
was
because,
just
you know,
watching the
I'm
match. I
not
wanted to see what
attractive
happened.
and
I forgot I have a job to do
very
at this table.
sad man.
Apologies. All right, fellas. Question number
Well, you
3
still have
comes
the
to
title,
us.
don't worry about it.
All right. Question number 3 comes to us from the category of drama. Drama. What activity is involved in an iconic romantic scene from 1990's Ghost?
The old people in the crowd were upset with the question. The young
Very
people were upset that we asked it.
I guess so.
That's my whole point.
think,
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, and we have Jeff Sneider. Or Jeff Sneider? No, Rocha.
Pottery spinning or spinning pottery?
Yeah. We'll
Yep.
take
I
that.
did the same thing. Pottery, clay wheel.
Yeah, we'll take
Yep,
that. Okay,
absolutely.
So 2,
What is the actual word though? Because there is a
3-2.
word.
Spinning clay.
clay.
4 is action adventure. 4 is action adventure. Who plays the villainous Owen Shaw in the Fast and Furious 6?
I'm beginning to suspect Rocha can see out of that blindfold.
I think so. I think it's a gimmick.
5. That's a gimmick.
I think
4,
this is a gimmick.
3, 2, 1. Pens down, please. Jeff Sneider.
Luke Evans.
Correct. Rocha.
Damn!
Whoa!
Rocha.
Damn it!
Rocha put Statham.
Jason Statham.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh.
And
All right,
Sneider
so
going
Snyder's
up by
got
2.
a 2-point lead now.
Snyder going up by 2.
All right, we are halfway through round 1, fellas. Still a lot of questions to go.
Damn it.
All right,
Falling
here we go.
behind again.
Here we go. Question number 5 comes from the category of 80s movies. Who plays the talented, neurotic TV news producer Jane Craig in 1987's Broadcast News? This is one of my all-time favorite movies. I just saw a screening of this recently.
They're throwing out the movies I ain't never seen.
Director, James L. Brooks
I believe
talked
that.
about.
5.
Yeah, terrific film.
4. I'm glad you liked it. 3. Sorry. 2. 1. Pens down, and Rocha.
Holly Hunter.
Correct. Snyder.
Holly Hunter.
That is
Snyder
correct.
perfect after 5-3 here.
Oh boy.
Nope.
Definitely keeping the
Not-
pressure
not good
on
for me.
Sean.
Here we
Nope.
go.
I got one so
Category of
far.
comedies. Comedies. Who played Pete Hogwallop, one of the 3 escaped convicts, along with George Clooney and Tim Blake Nelson in Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? Snyder seems to be on fire.
He really does. He seems like he's in
locked
the zone today. I'm wondering if there's anything that can trip him up here.
5. We're going to find out in a second. 4, 3,
Don't know.
1. Snyder.
For the record, I hate this movie.
Yes.
I'm gonna say John Turturro.
That's correct. And Rocha.
I love this movie, and I say John Turturro.
That is also
That is
correct.
correct.
All right.
Yeah.
All right,
Got
so
it.
Snyder holding on to that 2-point lead. He has not missed yet in the first
I
round.
love
Rocha
our
down
Southern
by
brothers
2.
and sisters.
All right,
Wow.
next question.
All right. Next question, guys, comes to us from horror thriller.
Oh, jeez.
Horror thriller. Justin Long and Gina Phillips play brother and sister who encounter a flesh-eating creature in the midst of its ritualistic eating spree in what film?
I feel like you and Justin Long are friends.
We are friends.
Is that a-
yeah,
is that
it is
true?
true. That is true.
See?
I'm very friendly with Justin.
see that.
Because
I love the story, but I got to cut you off. 5.
I understand.
4, 3,
You win, dude.
2.
I was trying to buy you time, John.
Repeat.
Oh,
Oh, there you go.
all right. Here we
Wait,
go.
I thought you counted. Did you count down already?
Yeah. I counted down.
Justin Long and Gina Phillips play brother and sister who encounter a flesh-eating creature in the midst of its ritualistic eating spree in what film?
5, 4,
Remember.
3,
Got that one movie in my head, but
1.
it's not
Hands
it.
down, please.
Got it.
All right, and
got it.
now we go to
Yeah, that
John
was huge.
Rocha.
That was
John
huge.
Rocha.
John Rocha.
Oh, I don't know. Slither?
That's
Ooh,
incorrect.
I'm so sorry.
Took a while,
Snyder.
guys. It came to me. Jeepers Creepers.
That's correct.
That is
for 1
correct.
point.
Wow,
Jeff
maintaining
Snyder.
It rhymes.
that
it rhymes.
absolute last-second JTE rule.
Jeff Snyder
is
taking a 3-point
protecting
lead
his
here.
perfect round.
He is, and then we get to our final question here. Well, at least our final
Wow.
question for John Rocha, and that is in the category of animated.
Oh,
Animated.
Of course.
I'm with you.
In what 2010's movie will you find the characters named Benny, Vitruvius, Unikitty, and Wildstyle?
Oh,
The fuck?
Wild Style. That's the one that helped me.
I don't know.
5,
Oh boy.
Wild Style. That is
It's all-
the Lego movie.
2, 1. Pens down. Snyder for perfect round.
It had to be animation.
What'd you get?
Yep.
Jane Fonda.
Oh!
And
I'm sorry, we cannot accept that. You did not write it properly.
Rocha to steal yourself a point back.
I have no idea. A Lego movie?
That's
That
correct.
is correct.
1 point.
Yay!
7-5.
Should've
Rocha.
gotten that, too.
Rocha.
Wow.
Hey,
Crucial.
Hey, Snyder. Suck my Jane Fonda, you something.
All right, so 7-5.
Come on,
Rocha
Jeff. Watch some animated
gets
movies. They're
themselves
fun.
back. Sneider could
Especially
have won
that
by
one.
a
That one's
5.
fun.
Yeah, he could have taken a 4-point lead.
Anybody's not
That's two.
seen
Way, yeah.
That could
the
turn
Lego movie, that one right there. Ding, ding, ding. Watch it. It's awesome.
You cannot leave a point on the table.
People are on their feet. Both factions are looking on anticipation here.
Save me for having a
Now we get into
pathetic round
As you
to
know,
just
this is
having
a
a
break round.
bad
This is
round.
everything in a 3-round match.
Yeah. All right, here we go, guys. Round number 2. It's going to work. The competitors are going to spin the wheel. It lands on a
So this
category
ought to be
they do
interesting.
not like.
I was actually
They
not
can spin again
expecting
once the
Jeff to
opponent
be
chooses. They
ahead.
have to take
That's
what they get.
best case
And
scenario. I
each
thought they might be
question
tied,
is worth
but
2 points.
this is
4
gonna be
questions.
he's got a full
It
question
takes
advantage on
the
him right
first
now.
1 point. So you can steal from your opponents in this round. Jeff Sneider has 2 JTE rules left. Rocha
But
has a
I think
total
I know what he's
of
gonna
3.
do, and this is a mistake if he does
All
it.
right, so Jeff Sneider, you are in the lead. Do you want to go first or second?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that once more? It's not. That doesn't count as a JT
Oh,
rule.
boy.
It says Jeff Snyder is in the lead.
This is just showboating right now,
Right.
Jeff. This
I'm
does not
gonna
get you any
I'm gonna
extra
kick
points.
off. I'm gonna defer and let John Rocha spin
All right,
first.
The
John
problem.
Rocha's going to spin first. John
I can't
Rocha
stand it when
and that
I
wheel
can't
have had a
stand it
nice
when they do that.
relationship.
They really, especially as of late.
Can somebody
Jeff,
help me?
Rocha can have a big round.
He's
He can get
he's looking
7
for
out of 8,
biopics. He's looking for
and
biopics.
suddenly that puts the pressure on Jeff.
Question, are we covered
I
for
don't
insurance
get it.
purposes?
He works here.
Okay, good.
I don't know if the answer is yes. to
I'm
that.
worried
Just
he
saying
might
works
take a
here.
spill with that thing on. That's all I'm saying.
Are you really worried about it?
No.
Here we go.
Forward.
Come on, let's go. 5, 4. All right, and John, give it a good spin. And the outlaw spinning it, and we're looking for.
That's a good spin.
Opponent's choice. You got opponent's choice.
He's waiting for
Ah!
the reaction of the crowd more
Yeah.
than anything else.
Will not look at the wheel. Will not look at the wheel.
And we're,
Biopics.
Oh boy.
Biopics.
spy movies. Spy movies. Do you want spy movies? Spy movies.
Now
No.
what's crazy is because of the blindfold, he doesn't even know what else is on there.
Right.
Supposedly.
They could be lying. Hey, Alex.
Oh, he is spinning the wheel again.
Take a seat.
Rocha has opted for the mulligan. He is taking a second spin,
And here we go.
and whatever it lands on, that
Doesn't
is
know
what
where
he's
he's
going to have
walking.
to answer.
Opponent's choice.
Oh.
He hit biopics once
That
again.
is
That wheel.
as if he
And
borrowed
there's the
Drew
problem.
Arm.
Nice.
The one fucking
Good job. Great job, Jeff.
It's
You
absolutely
done
insane that
goofed.
Biopics, they are linked. They are linked together.
I don't know, man.
Just found him.
There's been 40 questions in biopics. This is not going to be
All right.
Ugh.
What 2000s biopic centers around the creation of Peter Pan?
Finding Neverland.
2 points. All right, Rocha taking a tie here. Ties it up.
You lose,
All right.
Jeff. There's the
imitation
reason.
game,
You don't
what
defer.
was the name that Alan Turing gave to his Enigma breaking machine?
Sorry, I have to go multiple choice on this. There's no way I'll move
A.
it.
Christopher. B. Michael. C. Daniel. D. Thomas.
Man, I do not remember.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Christopher.
1 point for John Rocha. Pulling the Rocha
The
magic here.
old 1 out of 4
Yep.
shot.
All right, John, here's your third question. What 2016 biopic is about Army medic Desmond Doss? 5.
Hacksaw Ridge?
2 points. And your final question
Heartbreak
here.
Ridge and Hacksaw Ridge. That was close.
Final question here, John. 10-7 lead over Sneider right now. Which Harry Potter vet played Dennis Sciamma, one of Stephen Hawking's professors and mentors in the theory of everything?
Oh, God. David Thewlis?
2 points
Wow.
for Rocha.
Wow.
Right, just when you thought he might miss something,
Wow.
There you go. And now the pressure's been put on you, Jeff.
And look at Rocha. Look at Sneider. Sneider
Ooh,
is that
Snyder is
biopic.
not happy.
He just everything.
You
anything
did
else
it to
he wanted
yourself,
get,
Jeff.
biopic
You
was the one he
goof.
didn't. So now he's
So-
down
You
by
should have went
5.
for the kill.
No
It's
steal
not,
opportunities.
Not where you want to be against
Snyder
John
just
Rocha
could-
when he is playing like this.
Yeah, not having cocky moments right now. And now Sneider is not looking at the wheel,
Oh, no.
waiting how the tides have turned here in round number 2, Sam.
Well, we'll see. Maybe JTE movies are on there. He's been in JTE.
Uh-oh.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Oh, wow!
Wow.
He likes directors
still
too.
Probably going to stick with it. That is a strength for him.
I was gonna say.
But he was just
so close to spinner straight.
Are you gonna spin or are you gonna stay? Whoa. What's he doing?
Wow.
You wanted it on the wheel, Chico.
This is the decision right
here. Is he staying? Is he staying? This is the scoop master himself.
I didn't know how many visits to the mound are allowed in this. I feel like we need a countdown.
5.
Answers, right?
You're gonna keep it in
Get
4.
out there.
You're gonna keep it in 3. You're gonna keep it in 2. 1. Keep it on
All
director.
right, he's staying on director.
Is Tom left?
All right.
Get out of here.
All right.
Here comes 4 movies he's never
For
seen.
the viewers at home, I am literally not allowed to look at the document now.
Anymore, yeah. He's not allowed to. Sam is not allowed to look at the document anymore.
Stay away,
All right,
fan.
All right, here we go. 4 questions in directors for the team champions, Jeff Sneider. Jeff,
You got these, man.
who directed the animated film Rango, starring Johnny Depp?
Gore Verbinski.
2 points.
Wow.
Jeff Sneider.
No hesitation.
Which Oscar-winning director made their feature directorial debut in 1987 with the low-budget splatterfest Bad Taste?
Peter Jackson.
2 points.
Damn.
Ooh.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
Who directed The Bourne Identity?
Doug Liman.
2 points.
Nice.
Oh,
That's
Snyder
nice.
takes the lead.
And your final question here, who has won the most Academy Awards for directing?
This is a good question.
Yeah, I like it.
Multiple choice.
Is it A, William Wyler? B,
I would think it's
Steven
Spielberg, but it sounds
C,
too easy.
John Ford. D, Frank Capra. Five, 4, 3, 2.
Frank Capra.
That is incorrect. For the 1 point to tie the game, John.
It's either Ford or Spielberg.
5, 4, 3.
William Wyler?
Looking for John Ford. Snyder keeps his lead. Rocha missing the steal, but how intense of a round was that?
That was, I mean,
Wow.
that's just, again, remember we talked about that 1 point.
It is, and
That
it's still
1 point from round
and
1.
it's still 1 point going into round
Yeah.
number
Thank
3. Here.
God for
Snyder and Rocha,
him
everything
getting
has been built
Jeepers
to be
Creepers
so far.
that.
1 point between the two of them. What a second round that was. All right, so round number 3,
Yeah,
the
that
competitors are
was.
going to get 3 numbers
It's
from
intense.
1 to 20. The first one's 2. The second one is 3. The third one
Who's
is
gonna
5.
pick 2?
Seconds
Worked in
to
the first
answer
match.
The question. Jeff Snyder has 2 JTEs left. John Rocha has 3, and they both have their challenge rules.
Yes, and a lot of them are
All
gonna get used
Snyder,
because
you
they
are
use
still
them.
in the lead here with 1 point. 3 numbers from 1 to 20.
4, 9, and 20.
4, 9, and 20 for Jeff Snyder
Okay.
and John Rocha.
6, 10, and 12.
6.
No
10,
2.
12.
You all
I will have to
lose.
ask the questions to all because the champion cannot see this document. All right, so we are now going to get to
Well,
John
glad you were the
Rocha
host.
for his
You have to
2
stay
pointer,
away.
Which is category number 6 for John Rocha. Category 6, John Rocha, you got famous actors and actresses. Okay. Which actress voiced Esmeralda in Disney's The Hunchback of Notre Dame and went to appear in Charlie's Angels Full Throttle?
Demi Moore.
2 points. It's a 2-pointer, Jeff.
Why did we need the second part of that question? I don't understand.
I had
Because
it in
it's
the
a
first
2-pointer.
part.
It's a 2-pointer.
It's a 2-point question.
Do you want me to tell you who did Quasimodo? There's Thomas Holmes.
John Rocha is up by 1 point, and now it is the 2-pointer for Jeff Snyder to take another lead here. 90s movies. 90s movies.
Fairly certain he was alive
All
in
right.
the 80s.
Who played the character of Dewey in 1996's Scream?
David Arquette.
2 points. 2 points. It's going back up. Now we go to...
I also know who played Kenny the cameraman.
Good for you. John Rocha now for your
Yeah,
3-pointer.
that's a
You got
slight
category
at the
number
free-for-all.
10. That is fantasy sci-fi. Fantasy sci-fi. John Rocha for 3. For 3. John, who plays the lead soldier Johnny Rico in Starship Troopers?
Casper Van Dien?
Wow.
3 points.
Wow.
So
You know
now
what? He's also a good friend of mine.
yeah,
that's nice to know.
He's a terrific guy.
Thanks, damn.
Very nice guy, Casper.
Very nice guy.
Here we go now. Jeff Snyder with a 3-pointer. Jeff Snyder now with a 3-pointer. Category of Meryl Streep. Meryl Streep
We are
movies.
we are not good friends.
No.
I wish we were.
That would be awesome. All right, Meryl
She's
Streep.
been in a lot of movies.
Jeff, for your 3-pointer to take the lead once again. Meryl Streep famously said the line, "The dingoes got my baby," in what movie? Oh, he doesn't have it.
Thank
doesn't
you.
have it. Rocha knows it. 5.
Nobody whisper it.
4.
Nobody mouth it to him either.
3. 2.
Repeat.
Meryl Streep famously said the line, "The dingoes got my baby." In what movie?
A Cry in the Darkness.
No, that is incorrect. It was A Cry in the Dark. A Cry in the Dark. Ooh, Cry in the Dark. Where Rocha thought he had it, and then at the last minute he said darkness. There's no way in hell with these two we're giving him
no,
that.
absolutely not.
and,
No,
and Sneider knew it. He wanted to complain for a second, but then realized there's no way to complain.
It always comes
That is
down
a
to a
heartbreaker.
syllable.
Holy shit, the
when
darkness.
it's a game against Rocha.
Jeff
Syllables
Sneider
mean a
now
lot.
is down to his final question. If he hits it, it bounces back to Rocha. But if he misses, John Rocha is in a number
Who
one
starred in
contender
Starship
match.
Troopers versus name a 30-year-old Meryl Streep?
Here we
Go
go.
on.
Here we
She's
go.
nominated for an Academy Award. Not a big deal.
This is it. All right.
Okay.
Here we go. Crime movies. Crime movies for your 5-pointer. Derek Cianfrance directed Ryan Gosling and Bradley.
Please be on the punt.
5 points for,
Wow.
for Jeff Sneider.
Wow.
So now it comes down. He knows
Ever
it. He
the
walks
gentleman
off. So he walks off just waiting to
does
see
not
what Rocha's
wait
going
for you
do.
to finish
No.
asking the question,
No,
spits
because-
out an answer.
Because now John Rocha is in a position where he needs to hit the 5-pointer in order to win the game. So now we get John Rocha, who's got number 12. Number 12 is what John Rocha had, and he chose horror. Horror. So John Rocha, in order to go to the number one contender spot, has to hit this. If Sneider, if he doesn't hit it, Sneider is in the number one contender match. Here we go. John, are you ready? Yeah. In the 2016 horror film, The Witch, what is the name of the evil goat the children claim can speak to them?
You never know with Rocha if he's pulling a Rocha.
You don't know.
You don't know.
I sense a lot of repeats getting used.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
In the 2016 horror film, The Witch,
Quiet, Bibbs.
what is the name of the evil goat that the children claim can speak to them? 5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat.
Last one. In the 2016 horror film, The Witch, what is the name of the evil goat that the children claim can speak?
Gabby.
Sorry,
Because it's
Barry.
always
5,
Gabby.
4, 3,
I don't know.
2.
Mephisto.
Oh, man.
Contender match, Sneider, Jeff Sneider, Black Phillip. Black Phillip was the answer. Harry Nemiroff is screaming somewhere. Black Phillip, what a matchup,
That
though.
was
Wow.
I knew it was going to come down to that last
No.
5-pointer.
Rocha's got nothing to hang his hat at. Rocha played his ass
That
off.
was a spectacular game
No,
played
no,
by
yeah.
both competitors.
No, Rocha played great. That was the Rocha of old playing against
Absolutely.
Sneider. That was a great match.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Rocha's should not be upset about that.
No,
Rocha
sir.
played great.
No.
And that's it. Jeff Sneider is now in a number one contender match. But man, what a matchup there. And it was a battle, one of the matches of the year, I think, so far. And Jen Sturger's got both Jeff Sneider and John Rocha. Here we go.
What's up, movie trivia Schmoedown fans? Jen Sturger here with the Lions Den.
The victorious Lions Den.
Tom, you got to feel pretty good about your team right now.
Well, this guy's the best in the business here. You see the one belt on his left shoulder? There's going to be
I
another
do.
one on his right. Once he beats
Seems a
the
little heavy.
paper champ Sam Levine, obviously. He's beaten Sam Levine before, and he'll do it again.
Jeff, how are you feeling going into that last match? I know there was a lot on the line, facing Rocha, and you guys have a long, storied history.
I'll say yeah, the pressure was on, and John brought it today. He did a really good job. I don't want to take anything away from his performance.
Do you feel like this vindicates your teammate, JT, a little bit?
No, it doesn't vindicate him whatsoever. JT is going to have to get his own revenge on Rocha, and I'm sure that he will. Today, it was about me and John, and we took care of business. Thank God. If I had lost on that Meryl Streep question, a cry in the darkness, that's a very JTE-style response. I would have been kicking myself. Thank God for Black Phillip.
How are you feeling going into that last round? I saw you get up and walk away.
I was a little frustrated, I missed some gimmies. I felt like I should have had a perfect round in that round one. Yeah, the second one I missed.
blew the Lego
answer
movie.
director's question, so I kind of left the door open. I knew John was gonna
Protested
take
a little bit
advantage.
about Starship Troopers.
I did. I mean, it was so easy. But yeah, I didn't. I had left the door open for John. I'm just glad he shut it on himself.
Oh, no, this blowhard.
What day is it? Wait, Jeff, have you had your contenders match?
No, we haven't played yet.
Then I'm not too late. I've come from the future to save the Schmoedown. If I don't use my contender spot to take you on, everyone in the Schmoedown is gonna die.
So it's up to me to save everybody?
Well, it's up to us, man. It's up to you and an earlier version of me before the gray hair, before the horsemen reassembled, before everyone else died,
Bibbs,
before I got the
Bibbs.
sword of crushing.
Beast, say no more. I'm in. I want you. Let's do it. That desk right there.
Then the future is saved. The future is saved. Oh, one last thing. Don't let Magneto get the goal!
Yeah, well, okay, Whale, we do accept the match, and what we don't accept is the drugs he's on.
That's over. Thanks, guys. Jen Sturger here with the Outlaw, John Rocha. John, you have absolutely nothing to hang your head about after
That was
match.
so
a
worth it.
well-fought match.
Yeah, it was a tough match. You know, Jeff really came to play. I knew he was going to be focused. He's beaten me many, many times on the tag team side of things. But I knew I wasn't going to let him get in my head, and I didn't. He played his games. I wore my blindfold. I felt like I was really dialed in, and I got no shame. There's nothing I missed that I should have known or would have known. So, you know, sometimes the things just don't come to you when they're there, and you don't know it, and that's all there is to it. I'm not a big horror fan, so, you know, it sucks to go out on a 5-point like that. I would have liked a fighting shot at it, but unfortunately, that's just the way it goes sometimes.
On the plus side, your penmanship looked amazing considering you were blindfolded.
Thank you. Well, I've been working on it, as Christian said.
So who's next for you, man?
I don't know whoever they line up. I mean, I'm never one to shy away from a challenge. So if the
True.
Android is next, bring on the Android. I saw that. I couldn't help but hear, really, Bibiani cashing in his #1 contender match on
Future Bibiani.
Future
apparently.
Bibiani, apparently. Cashing his
Yeah,
#1 contender.
how the hell is that even work?
Man, I would have loved to go up against Bibiani. So it's a double loss for me today. And somehow we just keep avoiding each other because I need him to kiss my boots once and for all when I beat him. And unfortunately, we couldn't make that happen. But, you know, the commissioner's going to line something up for me, I'm sure. And I got no shame here. My boy took care of Ken Napzok. He took care of Finstock. I took care of JT. And I was 2 points away from taking care of Sneider. So, you know,
Their day will come. is
Their
what
day
you're
will
saying.
come. And you know what? We recruited people, like I said. We're coming back. We're coming back stronger than we ever have before. That's the 4 horsemen. We're coming back stronger, and they're going to help me get ready for the next time I face you, Sneider. And hopefully you have the championship belt. I'd take that thing off you because nothing would make me happier to beat you once and for all, one-on-one, and take a strap from your waist.
Still not going to tell me who the other horsemen are you?
No, Jen, I can't right now, but they're coming.
Thought so.
So how about that? Bibiani cashing in his chips. He is using the #1 contender that he used against that he won in the
at the
free-for-all because he lasted so many rounds.
Oh,
He
yeah.
got the #1 contender.
Absolutely.
Bibiani and Sneider now. That was what we thought we were going to get when I played Bibiani. When I played I played Bibiani and then Sneider, who beat Drew.
And then you
at
got
the
Pussy
time.
Galore,
Sneider
easiest
got a shot
5-pointer
at me
ever.
when he should have gotten a shot at Bibiani, but now we see that match. It's Bibiani versus Sneider. The winner will have a shot at the title.
Wow.
But man, Rocha is now out of the title picture, and you know the 4 horsemen are still coming back. But this was something, man. Like I said, Rocha played his ass off, and I don't think there's anything to be ashamed about.
Absolutely not. No, this was a spectacular performance from John Rocha. It was the outlaw of old that we were hoping we would see today. He was felled only by, in my opinion, a really tough 5-point question.
Yeah, it was a tough
I mean,
5-pointer.
he got back in there. He finally got back into the lead with 1 question remaining, and it absolutely could have gone either way. Both competitors put on their A game today.
I'm telling you, as the champion, you got to be watching this league and look at all these guys hungry and aiming for that thing, and it's got to be scary.
I'm terrified, but honestly, they're going to be getting off Clark, not me. So
you say that, I think every time you say that, it's like you said that against Rachel, you said that against me. That was going to beat you. And it's
I felt that way then, and I feel that way now. But if it is somehow still me sitting there when they come to challenge, I'm definitely not going to take any of them laying down.
Yeah, I mean, you got some serious competitors here, and man, Bibiani versus Sneider, that is going to be a marquee matchup. What's going to happen with that one? And there's so much so far. First of all, if you watched the first match, the Knost and Napzok match, if you saw that on Patreon when it aired last week, thank you very much. If you're watching it now, thank you very much. Make sure that you join the Patreon. And like Tom Dagnino said, as much of an imbecile as he is, he said that if he gets put into the commissioner spot at 2,500 patrons, myself and Mark Ellis will finally have to have that match. We'll see if he can implement that, because first thing, he's got to be put into the commissioner spot in order to make that happen.
Is it too late for me to sign up like 150 some odd fake email accounts and
just to do
pay just to make sure that happens?
Well, we'll see. We'll see if what's going to happen, but we don't even know if Tom's going to be implemented into that position, so we'll find out. But you know, as we hear, Rocha was upset, but he still. What I give with Rocha is that he gave credit to Sneider and of a game well played, but it's still got to bother me.
Oh, it does. Yeah. It does. I mean, you know, he's not the heel Rocha we know of old. He's the new, nicer, more relaxed-ish Rocha. Right. So it was nice to see him, you know, handle the loss with respect. But you know it bothers him. We know him. He's going to go home and he's going to be thinking about this and upset that he never saw the witch, and he probably never will out of spite.
That's true. And
that's true.
A bad pun, he'll get right back on his horse and play again.
Oh, you said horse.
Right, because of the cowboy thing.
There it is.
God, yeah.
All right.
Sorry.
All right, I'm trying. So maybe they should take my name off that wall. So anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for joining us. Thank you to the champion Sam Levine for joining us today. Thank you for you guys.
Hey, there I am. Yay!
Who's going to win that match? There's a lot going on, and thank you guys once again. Go and check out the Movie Trivia Schmoedown Facebook page. Join all of that. Listen to the Schmoedown Rundown, and we'll catch you next time.
What's up, Schmoedown fans? Frank here, and it is time for your Schmoedown breakdown. And your winner! It was a very tense first round of action. Rocha, he didn't get off to the greatest of starts, earning just 5 points. While Sneider, he wasted no time going 7.
But you missed the Lego movie!
In the first round, he has a combined 26 of 32. That's 81% correct. Getting into the second round, Rocha gave a great performance. It was the Outlaw's 6th time in his career going 4 of 4 for 7 points. However, Sneider would still keep a 1-point lead at the end of this round by going 3 of 4 for 6 points. In the final round, it all came down to Rocha and his 5-point question. Unfortunately, with this miss, he is now 6 of 11 lifetime in 5-point questions. Jeff Sneider wins this one 20-17. Going inside the numbers, Rocha had a very solid outing, going 11 of 16 for 69% correct. Jeff Sneider had himself a fantastic day, missing just 3 questions, going 12
That's crazy.
of
They're dead
15
even
for 80% correct.
on accuracy lifetime
Sneider is
average.
now 3-1.
72 71%.
If you want to find out other
God
stats
dang.
from around the league, check out SD Rundown Stats on Twitter. And don't forget to check out the Schmoedown Rundown.
Hello, all you.
On YouTube and your podcast feeds. This week, we are talking to the one and only William Bibiani. This has been your Schmoedown Breakdown.
Thank you, Frankie Stats Janish. Boy, I wonder when you recorded that. Probably as soon as the Rundown Schmoedown. Rundown, Schmoedown, Rundown thing was over. So, yeah, that'll be fine. Remember last week, and everybody said that Kalinowski versus Wolf might have been the best match of the year so far. Yeah, I think this one is the best match of the year now. That was great, high tension, back and forth, lots of fun. I was not expecting that outcome, honestly. Jeff's a good player, but I thought somehow, something was going to happen, and he wasn't going to get the job done. But it happened, and it led to probably the funniest thing of the year so far. Future Bibiani shows up, and yeah, just insanity. I'm still laughing at that scene. So yeah, with that being said, that's going to do it for this edition of this doubleheader of Movie Trivia Schmoedown, JTH Reacts. You can follow me on Twitter at WWEJTH1 for all the great reactions that I do, or at least I think they're great. You might think otherwise, and that's perfectly fine. opinions are subjective. But until next time, this is JTH saying thank you for watching this edition of JTH Reacts to the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. Till next time, I bid you adieu.